comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. You ain't built for a skirt as a nigga can be. It's gonna sound like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming for ya. It's gonna sound like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming, like when I come for ya. It's gonna sound like here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that.
Good morning, boys and girls. How you guys living out there on this beautiful Sunday? Happy October. Happy October. It is October 1st. We are so glad that you guys have joined us today for the Griddy-Iron Gang. My name is Sweatpants Jesus.
This guy is
Vsauce
muted. Oh, man.
Oh my God, not again. Vsauce here, and I was muted. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm just Sook, and I'm just filled with disappointment.
Look at that face. That face is a man of disappointment. Look at that.
I did clear my throat though, and it was muted. So there's that. That happened.
Wow. See, we got it. We got it going, baby. We're so glad you guys have joined us today for the Griddy-Iron Gang. We don't have our Chuck today, so he's muted himself. He's figured it out. We're so glad you guys are hanging out with us, talking all about the NFL. Week 4 is upon us. One game has already started. The Atlanta Falcons and the Jaguars. What's a live score update on that? Anybody got a live score update?
17.5. Let me take a look.
Falcons or Jaguars?
17-7 now. Jaguars.
Jaguars. Okay. All right.
And,
Okay. I ended up
Mac-
not betting that game. I was looking at maybe. Yeah.
I
was looking at
wanted the
maybe betting
Bijan
the
yards,
Falcons.
receiving yards, and NZ's already saying that hit.
It smashed in the first half. We put it in a prize picks yesterday. If you guys tuned in yesterday, no, fuck off, NZ. This is what happens when NZ's not on the screen. He trolls in chat, and he's gonna get banned soon. Yeah, it smacked. We cooked it yesterday on the show yesterday, which was awesome, and the Bijan yards smacked already. Great, love to see it. Love to see it. Yep, over 3.5. I call it out. You took the over 3.5, as in the over 3.5 receptions. Did that smack too?
Yep.
maybe.
Yeah, he had
Nice.
4
He's
receptions
all
in the
over the
first
field
half.
right now. He's literally averaging 7.1 yards per carry right now. He got 92 yards and just 13 touches.
Just
Jesus
to
Christ.
call out Jusundu, who said that's not a good play, and it ended up being easy money. It ended up being easy.
Where's
Oh my
Gerald?
God.
Catching strays, and he's
He just texted me
Gerald's catching
that
strays,
this
and he's not even
morning
here.
that it's not a good play, and it already hit in the first half. Oh yeah, I did say 64. I
Yeah.
did say the alternate line. Okay, I am greedy. He got me there.
Genius.
Oh my
Genius.
God.
Also, what's up, Gerald? How's it going, chat? Appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. This beautiful Sunday morning, beautiful first day of October. Fall is here. Football is here. We're gonna have a fun show today. We might have a food porn appearance. We might have somebody come on the screen and cook. But you guys are welcome to join at any particular time throughout the show. Please drop us your favorite play. And obviously Griddy, if you feel so inclined. There's the link in the chat. If you guys want to come on the screen and give us your favorite play, we're going to give you guys what plays we have out there. I already got 10 units pending, just so you guys know.
They're not all on the Titans, just so you guys know.
They're not all on the Titans this week. 5 of them might be, but not on the Titans specifically.
I just want everyone that was worried about SPJ to know that they're not all on the Titans this week.
Oh, hey, they're not. No, I do have 5 units in that game, but not on the Titans. I went back and forth on that one like all week. I literally told myself on Monday, I'm like, I'm not betting this team this week. I'm not doing it. And then I was like, oh, damn it. This 2.5 is speaking to me. I must do it. So, but we'll talk about it. Before we do that, we're gonna.
You hear yourself? These are the speech patterns of a junkie.
Oh, I know.
Like, oh,
I'm a degenerate. I'm a
week.
degenerate at heart. I'm a responsible.
I can't get
degenerate.
enough Titans. I need more Titans.
I mean, I will say,
baby.
yeah,
More Henry, baby.
more Henry every week. Like, I'm a big fan as well. I honestly, it's fun to place money on him because it feels like the tutty is always there.
Absolutely. Minus 121. If I got in early on that one, I think it's unplayable in some places at this point. But we'll talk about this game. We'll talk about all the games today. I know V's got some writing out there. You guys can go check out at bettingnews.com. Sook is going to have some play. Do you have a play today, Sook?
I
have
do.
actual beans?
I just have Gary's play. I just have Jason play that I'm playing for him, for you people.
Just take it that it's the Sook play. It's the Sook Gerald collab that we all needed that we didn't know. We didn't know we needed that we're getting.
I just sucked it out of him, if you can say that.
Oh, baby. Oh man, that's fantastic. We appreciate you guys wherever you're watching today. If you're watching us on Twitter, on Twitch, on YouTube, if you're listening to the podcast version of this episode on Spotify, we appreciate it wherever you're hanging out. But like I said, this is brought to you by Betting News. Go to bettingnews.com, get a little bit of your plays right before the NFL slate starts, get involved with our data dashboard, a little bit of everything. Check it out, the QR code in the top corner of the screen. Go give it a click or give it a scan and go to bettingnews.com. You can read Varun's writing. You can read my writing that I've already put $5 on a plus 32,000 parlay. If you want to go click. Yeah, sorry, Carly. Not click. Scan. I said the wrong word. It's 8:30. Give me a break. Carly always finds the errors. She's the error police. And like when I make a mistake or say something wrong or spell something wrong, she's there. She knows.
She's just keeping us honest.
Right in our title. There's an example right in the title of our show.
Yeah.
Exactly. It created a brand new show, which is always nice. But we love you, Carly. And also, if you would like to come and give us your favorite play today, you're always welcome. Okay. So today, boys, we're gonna play a start, bench, or cut. I have a funny story about this before we start, though. So V texted me last night because we play this on the All Sauce team on Fridays as well, which you should come and hang out with the 3 of us on Friday. We play this on Fridays, and V does it as well. It brings up the graphic with the 3 guys, and he's like, "Dude, I've got this great idea for what we should do for that. We should play start, bench, or cut." And I was like, "Bro, yeah, I love that. We do that on Griddy-Iron Gang." He was like, "Oh shit, yeah, we do."
I'm just floating through life, man. I only have so much space up here to remember things.
Hey, man, I will. B is the most. He's the best person to bounce ideas off of because he's always like down to talk about it and like talk through it and figure it out. And in this moment, I was like, "Yes, dude, I love it." And then I was like, "Wait a minute, we do that already." So in honor of doing that,
I may steal your ideas. Just I listen and I steal them unknowingly, and I think them they're mine. I come back to you with them. Apparently,
yes. Hey, exactly, man. Yeah, it affirmed the fact that it's a good idea. That's the best part of it.
I mean, he's your Dwight Schrute to your Michael Scott.
Exactly. Which I don't know if that's a good thing, but we'll see.
Don't worry, it
All
makes
right,
me
so-
Angela.
Oh my god.
Oh God. Yeah, what office characters do you think we are, guys, in the chat? All right, this could go all different types of ways. Okay, so first up today, start, bench, or cut. I'm going to bring up three people, three quarterbacks, 3 running backs, and 3 wide receivers. We're going to talk about a little bit about their matchups, and then we're going to talk about whether we would start, bench, or cut them. Obviously, most of these guys you're not cutting anyway, but for the purposes of the game, this is what's going to happen. So first up, we're going to do quarterbacks. So number 4 ranked quarterback today on ESPN was Justin Herbert. The number 5 ranked quarterback on ESPN was Anthony Richardson. Very interesting. And the number 6th ranked quarterback on ESPN was Tua Tagovailoa. So, chat, gentlemen, who are you starting? Who are you benching? And who are you cutting? Justin Herbert, Anthony Richardson, or Tua Tagovailoa? So, Sook, I'll let you go first here, brother. Which ones are you looking at here?
I think I will be quick because I will cut Richardson and start Tua with Justin on the bench. Tua is just obviously coming off last week is huge, and Anthony Richardson coming off the big hit last week, right? And he had that concussion protocol. So yeah, I would definitely bench, cut him, and sit Herbert.
Okay. V, what do
The
you think?
NFL is a ruthless business. You get a concussion and you get cut, huh, Sook? That's how it works.
Yeah, I mean, Tua is always a concussion risk himself as well.
But
You get
I think I'm
CUT,
starting-
you get CTE, and then you get CUT. That's how that goes.
Holy shit, that's so true. But it's so fucked up. Anyways,
Yeah, it's
I'm
really
gonna start Tua. I just think that it's impossible to not start Tua right now. The way that he's playing, the weapons that he has, Waddle's coming back into the fold this week. And like I'm gonna cut Herbert. I think I'm gonna cut Herbert just for it because I think Richardson is a big question mark, but he could be a huge fantasy quarterback. Like have one of those years that Jalen Hurts did in his first year as a starter, right? That we saw Lamar Jackson have when his first 2 seasons, like as a fantasy starting quarterback. These running QBs have that potential to put up those numbers, and he did that week 1 and week 1.5. Playing the first little bit of that week 2 game, right? We saw flashes of greatness. They were making the Jaguars sweat for that week 1 in that week 1 game, right? Rushed for 2 touchdowns. And I just think that he's not a QB, and he's a coach that's not afraid of letting him use his legs. So give me Anthony Richardson on the bench, and I'll cut Justin Herbert.
So Herbert's got taken on the Raiders today. The Chargers playing the Raiders. Anthony Richardson is playing the Rams, and then Tua, obviously, that massive matchup with the Buffalo Bills. For me, real fast, I will. I'm going to start Herbert. I'm going to sit Tua, and I'm cutting Richardson just because of the coming back from the concussion. And Aaron Donald kind of scares me against that Colts interior line. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, you're not cutting any of these dudes. But I just thought it was very interesting that, just undoes with you guys more on the Tua. I don't know, man. If Tua has a really amazing game again today against this Bills defense, then we can go ahead and say, yeah, he's going to have a fantastic season. This is the game that kind of will like determine whether this first couple weeks of the season is just like the beginning of the NFL season or if it's like going to last the whole year, I think. This is the first legit defense he's playing. So, he won't. Hovey, come in here, brother. We need your touchdown score. I promised. Yeah, 70 points benched by SPJ. Yeah. Oh shit, we did the same thing.
I mean, Tua does feel like the guy that's perpetually discounted, but he like when healthy, he just performs. I don't know why. It just feels safe to feel like he's not going to pull out for us, but I feel like he usually does. And even though they're playing the Bills, I feel like this will be a good game for him again. Hopefully.
I don't think he's going to be bad. And like I said previously, guys, I'm not actually cutting fucking Tua. Like he's best. He's actually starting for me in a couple of leagues. So I like Tua a lot. I just think that of the matchups, I could see Herbert thrashing this Raiders secondary, dude, and this Raiders defense. Especially with no Jimmy Garoppolo today. The offense might be a little anemic. And so we might be looking at the Chargers having a lot of offensive possessions and being able to really give the Raiders the business today. All right, we got our first caller. Welcome, caller. What's going on, Hobie? How's it going, brother?
What up? boys? How are we?
What's
Good,
up?
man.
What up?
Give me the winner. I need the winner right now. Give it to me.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna have a Jimmy Graham type number like last week.
Mhm.
That was just
God
that was
damn it,
kind of
Hovey.
that was kind of a go back to the well type of thing. Knew what I was gonna get from him.
Sure.
I'll give you out 3 plays because that's what I've been doing practically every time I come up here. I'm taking the Bills money line. I just don't see them losing to the Dolphins. Everything on this game, public probably is going to look, oh my God, it's the Miami Dolphins at plus money. They just put up 70 points. Bills haven't looked good. They'll go back, oh, Bills lost to the Jets week 1. How are they going to beat the Dolphins? It's not going to happen. Like you guys were saying before, Dolphins haven't played a defense as good as this, especially a passing defense. Tua Tagovailoa has only been pressured on 6 dropbacks he's done so far this season. He hasn't faced the top 5 passing defense that he's going to go up against this week.
He hasn't been sacked once.
Mhm.
Yeah,
No sacks,
exactly.
which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and not to be that guy, but DeMar Hamlin is starting. Buffalo's getting an interception as well. Tua's throwing a pick.
If he throws a pick to Hamlin, the NFL is done for me.
I mean,
Absolutely
look at that. I
finished.
mean, not to be that guy, but last
I
year
know.
when Buffalo when they ended that game early, Buffalo started the next play. Well, the next game, the first play was a kick return for a touchdown, and it's like, So
Makes you wonder.
I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, I like Bills money line. I'm taking Tua to throw a pick. Give me anything Alvin Kamara, more rushing receivings than anything. I mean, Saints really, we've seen them struggle kind of to move the ball, especially no Jamal Williams. It's not like Kamara was hurt and he's coming back from that. He was suspended, so he's well rested, and even 3 games of a differentiation of not playing compared to these guys on defense that have been playing. He's the more rested player that he's just going to get the ball. He always sees the rock. He's going to continue to see the rock. That production isn't going to go away.
Also on that point, no Derek Carr. So the Saints kind of have to lean on the running game, the short passing game,
official?
and obviously, I'm pretty sure he's not playing.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
sure
thought they were saying he might play.
Yeah, they're saying he might.
I know. Yeah, I think he might play. Watson is not going to play.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. I just thought that he was out for sure.
I'll
So
double
if
check
he's-
though.
Yeah, just we get a Vsauce breaking news report there, please. Sorry,
He
Obi,
is
continue.
not on the injury report as of now.
Wow. I thought they said he was going to be out for multiple weeks with that sprained, what was it, AC joint or like his shoulder, basically a shoulder problem. Man.
And
Okay,
now we're getting to
never
the
mind.
part that everyone wants, touchdown guys. I know you guys were talking about it yesterday. Everyone's kind of playing the revenge narratives in regards to guys playing their former team. I'm looking at week 4 a different way, to be honest. I'm looking at week 4 in regards to who hasn't gotten in the end zone yet, where it's like they're due. They're
Okay.
just due. And
Love that.
they're not going to be any plus 500s or whatever like Jimmy Graham was. AJ Brown is going to get in the end zone.
What do you think about Cook on the Bills?
James Cook?
Yeah.
I'll get there. It's
Okay,
not going to be
okay.
James Cook, but I do like someone in that game.
All right.
AJ Brown, we saw last week, Jalen Hurts did everything in his power to get this dude the rock in the end zone. AJ Brown dropped the ball twice in the end zone. What makes me want to go with AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts is boosted on DraftKings to get a touchdown. Obviously, we know he does the butt whatever to get
Push, baby.
Yeah. That line itself, I mean, you're talking about a divisional game where the Commanders are 2-1, the Eagles are 3-0, and that spreads 8.5 for a divisional game. It just reads Eagles mollywop and steamroll the Commanders. So I'm going to take AJ Brown, their number 1 guy, to get into the end zone today. Some other guys, I'll go on the Bills game right now. I think Kincaid gets his touchdown today. Kincaid hasn't found the end zone yet. Dolphins are a top 10 worst defense against tight ends, especially with a Bills offense that runs dual tight end sets, a lot of them, especially in the red zone. I think it's Kincaid's time to get into the red zone. It's only at like plus 230, where it typically sits at like plus 300 around that range. He's higher than Dawson Knox this week, where typically Dawson Knox is higher than him. In regards to touchdowns, kind of a no-brainer one is going to be Josh Jacobs to get into the end zone. Chargers suck.
That's the Chargers.
Are hurt.
Without You're concerned about no Jimmy?
Not at all. The guy that's starting had a pretty decent preseason. Not that preseason really means anything, but the Chargers defense is just absolutely abysmal. That it really doesn't. I don't care who's back there. Anyone can move the ball in this team, realistically. And the redemption needs a touchdown guy is going to be Ezekiel Elliott. This number opened up at plus 360 on Monday. It's all the way down to plus 230. I don't know if that's due to the fact of people just hammering it because it's like, oh, Zeke playing the Cowboys, da-da-da-da-da. But this is a story that I'm going to buy into. Bill Belichick obviously is going to use as much of Zeke's knowledge as possible to know what they're going to do, how they're going to do it. And Bill is the kind of guy, I feel, where he's going to want to stick it to the Cowboys and be like, yeah, we took this guy from you, and guess what? Now he's going to score against you as well.
So
I think that they were saying he's going to get starter like carries too today.
I actually, one of my plays today is Zeke over 27.5 rushing yards. The guy had 80 yards last week. And if he's going to get the starting, also the Cowboys defense, like 23rd in the NFL against the run. Not fantastic. So yeah, I like this play a lot, man.
That's why yesterday I told y'all to take Zeke over fantasy because at 7, that was just way too low. If he's going to be getting,
he might hit that in the first half, man. All right, Hobie, we got other callers that are joining the channel, but we appreciate you. What's your one, like, is Zeke the touchdown guy this week? Or do you like Kincaid better or Brown? I mean, AJ Brown.
AJ Brown is the number one. AJ Brown's got
the number one.
Yeah, he's number one.
Fucking as a former lover of AJ Brown, that man knows how to score tutties. All right, man. We appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for hanging. Hope you smack all your bets today, and hope your Jets don't lose by too much.
Peace. Have a good Sunday.
Peace.
Adios, amigo. Take it easy. All right, guys. We have our first Vital appearance. We are finally getting to meet the one and only Vital. What's going on, Vital? How we doing, brother?
What's up?
What's going on, guys?
To the program.
How's it going, man? Listen, I let my hair down. I'm not shy like Shaggy. I'm gonna let it down for you. But anyway,
all right, brother. What's your favorite bet out there today, man?
Anyway, favorite. Now, like I mentioned, I just noted in that comment there, Khalil Herbert over 8.5 receiving yards. I mean, I don't trust the Denver secondary. I mean, I know he didn't catch a lot of passes. I figured it's just one pass. You know what I'm saying? I would say that's my favorite pick, though. Favorite, I would have to go. I don't want to be too chalky here, so that's what I'm trying to debate here. I'm trying to see what Keenan Allen's reception is real quick. Sorry.
I know that
here's my second choice. Do you all have any opinions on the other running back for the Bears?
The rookie. What is his name? I can't remember.
I'm not really
his
sure.
name.
I don't have a read on that guy. I have no idea, but like what his game is like. I'm not familiar with this game, I guess you could say.
There could be 5 million points in this game. Both of these defenses are bad. Both of these teams do have the capabilities to put up some points in this situation. Both of these teams need to win. Who knows?
Roschon Johnson is his name. I was looking at him too for the Bears. He's the back. I guess he's a running back.
Love it, man.
The rookie, yeah. But I like his rushing and receivings over. I think that's a good look.
Love it, brother.
Sure. And Keenan Allen receptions. Can't argue with that all day long.
Yeah. Dude, what did he have, 18 last week?
Anyways.
211 yards? Absolutely insane.
I know.
Holy
Crazy.
shit. Yo, sorry.
I'm probably
Drew to the
just gonna
Celtics. Drew to the
run in that
Celtics.
for
Yeah.
Drew to
sure.
the Celtics. Drew to the Celtics.
Oh
Drew was
my
just
god.
traded to the Celtics.
Oh my
We lost
god.
Oh
Robert
my-
Williams, though.
Hang on. We have some breaking news.
Time Lord. Time Lord is gone.
What the fuck is going on?
Boys, how we doing? Vital, we're gonna hop off. We're gonna bring on another caller, bro. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Stay
Thank
in
you
the
for
chat.
coming on,
We love
Vital.
you.
Appreciate you, homie.
Thanks for being
Thank
here,
you
man. Hope
guys.
you smack all
Appreciate
your
it.
Yeah, brother.
Thank you.
Hope you smack all your best
Appreciate
today.
it,
Take
guys.
it easy. Dude,
What?
this
Oh,
just
man.
turned into a basketball show, man.
I don't know
Holy
what
shit.
Hang the banner.
First-
Hang
First
the
of all-
banner.
First of all, we talked about this on Friday. If you guys joined us on Friday, talking all about this, and both of you guys were not super in favor of this.
No.
So how we feeling? How we feeling right now?
I thought I would be more angry, but I'm just excited. I mean, Time Lord has the injury history, Brogdon has the injury history, and Drew is a guy that's known to be just a stud, a steady stud. So I'm excited, honestly. I think he plays well at the 2 off ball, so it'll be great. We don't need him to play point guard because we have Derek White and Peyton Pritchard, honestly. V,
Wow.
just give me
Oh my
one
God.
good
Yeah.
woo. Another good one.
I can't.
That was it.
That's
All
it.
right, so
I'm not even
Wow.
supposed to woo. According to my fiance, I can't do it properly. So you're lucky you got one.
are you a woo girl at heart?
I'm not. I wish I was. My voice gets way too high pitched. It's unnerving.
I've seen you get very excited in certain settings, and it's a wonderful experience if you guys don't get to see it.
This
When we
is
have our sweat
insane.
sessions, when V cashes a bet, you will get to see how excited he gets. If you guys are watching the visual version of this show, you are now seeing that we have a chef bang, and Chef is making shepherd's pie. So throughout the rest of the show, if you guys like watching people make food, Chef is going to be cooking shepherd's pie on the screen for the rest of the show. So welcome to Chefry, whipping the yam, flipping the yam. Wow.
Yeah, I think there's a carrots
Holy-
though.
Those are carrots. Holy shit, dude! I can't believe Drew is a Celtic. Wow. Wow.
This team is just stacked now, and honestly set up to be a defensive juggernaut. It's a little bit of a worry who's going to play the 4 for us on a consistent basis when they just said that they want the ball in Tatum's hands more this season. But honestly, with Porzingis at the 5, I think we can make it work
My
with
God.
whatever we got.
Bro,
I forgot you got
Bucks,
Porzingis
Celtics,
too.
Yeah.
Jesus
Eastern
Christ.
Conference Finals.
You know that's what they're banking on. You know that's what they're wanting.
Holy
Silver's
shit! To have Drew on
ready.
our side,
Yeah.
Oof.
It
Wow.
would be so satisfying if Drew was to shut down Dame in the conference finals. And it's just like, oh yeah, thanks for your sloppy seconds. But joke's on you. I love slop.
Hey, sloppy seconds could be nice.
holy shit, man! What is Drew's contract? Like, how long is he?
I think he's got this year, and then next year is a player option.
Wow.
Oh, I mean, if they go deep,
Yep, Drew Holiday to the Seas. You heard it here. Well, you didn't hear it here first, but if you guys are watching
That
with us,
was-
you're getting this live news. All right,
we got
while you guys
58
are
minutes.
while you guys
before
are
kickoff.
while you guys are still enjoying that, let's get back into it. We were playing start bench or cut. We'll do these ones a little quickly, and then we'll cook. Oh my god, wow, that was
Enzy's
insane.
so happy, Enzy, so happy.
Yeah, they're fucking pumped, dude. Okay, so we just did quarterbacks. Let's talk about running backs because it was actually one of the guys who Hovey was talking about. So number 4, I thought these were the most interesting of all of them. So the
Yeah.
number 14th ranked running back is Raheem Mostert in that Bills matchup. Number 15th ranked running back is DeAndre Swift for the Eagles against the Commanders, like Hovey was talking about. And then number 16, as Hovey said, Alvin Kamara back today in the Saints. Gentlemen, who you starting, who you benching, and who you cutting here?
This is a tough one.
I know.
I think
Like,
I'll go
yeah.
first.
Go.
Because I'm a big Kamara guy this week. I'm gonna start Kamara. It's like it's the unknown. This Bucks defense has been pretty bad both against the run and the pass. They had a pretty easy matchup last week with this Bears offense and Justin Fields. Like they just haven't figured it out yet, and like just looked like they're all over the place. So they got beat up by the Eagles last week. That's 2 weeks ago when they beat up on the Bears. Beat up by the Eagles last week, and we saw that defense is just kind of Swiss cheese, especially in the secondary, right? It's not the defense that once won a Super Bowl with this team that with anyways, Devin White and those guys. I'm taking Alvin Kamara. I think that the Saints offense is going to need him. No Jamal Williams. Derek Carr isn't 100%, even though he is playing. Like we saw the way he hurt his shoulder. He's not coming back a week later after missing the game 100%. He's at least bruised up or something like that. So getting Kamara back in this offense, just as me as an offensive coordinator, you want to give him the ball as much as possible, check downs and things like that. And he's one of those guys that gets you sometimes 5 to 6 receptions, which in a PPR league really comes in handy. Plus Mostert is kind of not splitting carries, but those touchdowns could be going the other way to Arcane, right? We saw him take, I think he had 2 touchdowns last week, even though Mostert also had 2 touchdowns. But the Dolphins aren't going to score 70 points every week, and it's not going to be against this Bills team, that's for sure. So I'm going to start Kamara, I think cut Mostert and bench, who was it? Who was the third guy? Swift. As this
boy
Washington defense. Yeah, he's just as this Washington defense just as bad. Their defensive line has been bad outside of I forget the guy's name, but he's their defensive line.
Chase Young.
Chase Young. Outside of Chase Young, this defense has been terrible, right? We saw the Broncos put up 32 points against them. Javonte Williams had a game. I think Swift has a similar game in a divisional matchup where Philly definitely wants to go 4-0, and they do everything on the ground.
So I'm going to jump in front of you for this one. I'm also just going to read you guys off this real fast. So the Celtics traded Marcus Brogdon, Rob Williams, and 2 first-round picks for Drew Holiday. That was part
2
of the trade.
picks?
Yeah.
2 first-round picks.
All right. My opinion has changed. I'm not playing start, bench, or sit, or cut, or whatever the fuck is going on, because I'm cutting this trade from my life.
I thought you guys would feel a little differently now.
It's
that we've
okay.
got the full information.
Those picks probably not even going to be that high up anyways.
Oh, you can say that, but you don't want to. You're also the one that said Drew is 33. You're giving up 2 picks for a guy that doesn't have.
I also didn't say that in a negative way. I just said he's the same age as Dame, right?
That's true. He was calling me out for not knowing that they're the same
but
age, which
I'm just saying
accurate.
I don't like it, but you got to do something. It's championship or bust right now.
We already did something. Right now. We got Porzingis. We already did something.
Okay, Jess. Hang on.
Drew's on the market.
We'll talk about this next Friday. Let's keep going. Sorry, I did this to us because by saying that, I knew you would have that reaction
to this is worse than when I said Dame is in top 20. This reaction is worse.
Sure. 100%. Okay, so for me, I actually have a play. I actually am playing DeAndre Swift's rushing yards over 67.5. It's just too low, man. The guy's had 100+ yards in 2 weeks. He is the lead back now. He's established that role. The Washington defense is not very good against the run. I think bottom 5 in the NFL. I already have this booked, so I'm starting Swift. I'm benching. I am benching Mostert, and I am cutting Kamara. I want to see it first. I know he's probably going to be fine, and he is one of the best all-purpose backs in the league. But I want to see it first before I put him out there as my starting running back this week. So I'm going to cut him this week. Sook, what you got?
I'm definitely starting Swift with all of the kind of doubt coming into the season. He's definitely changed that narrative really quickly here. And Mostert, he's a guy on the other side of 30. Great week last week, but I don't know. Him and Kamara are both guys that are kind of prove it to me guys every week. So I think it's interchangeable with the bench and cut for me, but definitely the start is Swift. I kind of trolled V before the season on Swift, and I was definitely wrong about him.
Well, the thing is he's always been a super talented running back. I mean, for the Lions, he was great. His only issue is just staying healthy. That's been his problem. So, as you can see, good offensive line in Philly. I could probably play running back for the Eagles right now, dude. The holes are ginormous.
That's what she said.
There
that's what he said.
Imagine me.
Imagine me running down the field.
Yo, can I cut fucking Desmond Ritter? God, this guy's a bum. So you should listen to Never Bet Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah, dude.
Pitts is like just the athlete. He's the kind of guy that we're gonna have to see him maybe move out of the Atlanta organization before he has that big breakout season.
Pitts is literally Pitts. He's Pitts.
You guys hear me?
Pitts.
Hey, we got Chef. What's up, dude?
Yeah.
Hang
How
on,
we doing?
I'm gonna switch. Good, man. Good. We're just watching you make shepherd's pie and talking about Kyle Pitts being a bozo.
Yeah. Well, if he scores the last touchdown, I'm in a good spot. Can you hear me? Is there echo?
You're pretty
little
good.
bit.
A little
It's
bit,
okay.
but we can hear you pretty well.
It's okay. Did you have a play you wanted to talk about whilst you're chopping?
No, I haven't looked at anything yet, but I will. I mean, honestly, what you were saying about the Broncos and the Bears, where both these teams have really, obviously, they're going to be tanking this year. The defenses are absolute trash. I think the over is a really good look. The Bears, for some reason, it's like something happens, something clicks, and you see something happen, quarter way through the season, and guys just turned up. I think this might be the game. So I really like the over. I might take the alt over. So we'll see. I have no faith in them, to do anything. So I won't be disappointed.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Chef, when you don't have faith in your team, I'd say they perform. Yesterday when I was texting you about the Cubbies, I will say I was like, don't put any faith in this team. They're fucking dead to me. And they made me money yesterday. I can't lie. They are eliminated, and I'm sorry, Chef. Rest in peace to the Cubs season. But they made me money on their way out. So thank you.
Forget
Well, good. I'm
football.
glad. And
Let's
honestly,
just
it was scary because
appreciate
they were up
the
6-0, and then all of a sudden, Milwaukee scored 6 runs. I was like, "See, this is what happens." But then they came back, and so that's all.
chef keeps a clean cooking surface.
Honestly, I really like it.
Absolutely.
Goddamn right.
You got to, man. What are you cooking on? Fucking dirty shit.
What
Oh,
are you
Clean-
cooking on
clean
in Canada, huh? You cooking on ice? Huh?
no, there's some people that are chopping shit up and leaving the scraps there. Chef's got shit.
Oh.
Move into the compost immediately.
Well,
I like
if I'm boasting my name on Twitter and I'm getting called chef, I better be semi
Yeah.
close to what a chef does, right?
Yeah, respect.
Hey, man. This is a good question for everybody in the chat. Do you guys clean whilst you cook, or do you wait until everything is completely finished and then put it away at the end? It's a good question.
Clean whilst cooking.
You
That's
got
the
it.
only answer for me.
Yeah.
My fiance literally just goes balls to the wall and then at the end just cleans it all up at that particular time, and I don't understand because she's hungry. So okay, all right, let's hop back in here. We got last one, wide receivers. We're going to talk about now. Chef, I'm going to mute you but if actually I'll leave you up if you want to. Well, I'll read these off. Oh, okay, he muted himself. Whatever.
No, I did it. I just did it. I was like, it's okay, CJ. I think I'll understand.
Okay. We got wide receivers for start, bench, or cut, and then we're going to talk about some plays. So here we go. Number 4, Jamar Chase taking on the Titans today. Number 5, Keenan Allen against the Raiders, and then Stephon Diggs against the Miami Dolphins. So number 4, number 5, and number 6. V, I'll let you go first here, brother. Who you starting? Who you benching? Who you cutting? Chase, Allen, Diggs.
I am starting my boy Keenan Allen. This matchup is everything. I think that this Raiders defense is very, very soft, right? PFF had them ranked 30th before the season started, and they really haven't been tested this season, right? I talk more about this matchup in the Raiders Chargers breakdown. You can go peep the scribbles, but I love him. He had 18 receptions last week on 20 targets, 19 of those being catchable targets, right? He's got a great set of hands, big-bodied receiver, and he towers over these Raiders DBs. There's nobody in that secondary that can equal his size. Honestly, on most teams, right? Not to shit on the Raiders, it happens with most teams, but they really don't have anybody that can kind of check Keenan Allen. I think he gets in the end zone today. I'm also on his touchdown and the Chargers to win. So I've got a bunch of eggs in the Keenan Allen basket. Pray to God he's another big game, but start him. I'm gonna also bench Jamar Chase today. This Titans pass defense has been terrible. SPJ, we've seen it. And the thing is, what I think makes it more susceptible is the fact that the run defense is so elite. So if you can't run on them, you literally have to pass the ball to move the ball downfield, right? So give me Jamar on the bench, and then I will cut Diggs today. Even though he has a great matchup with Miami too, but it's just Allen likes to spread the ball around. Diggs will have those games where he has 11, 12 receptions, but like Burrow and what's his name? Herbert both feed their top guys. Like if they had their way, 15 to 16 targets per game, right? Josh Allen is a lot more spread it around, Gabe Davis kind of Kincaid kind of thing. So give me Jamar on the bench, Keenan Allen as my starter, and I'll cut Diggs, as hard as that is to say.
Suck.
I'll go different. I would do a little bit of the opposite. I'm gonna start Diggs. I think that Dolphins game could be a high scoring game. I think the line, I think the total right now is like 52.5. And I will bench Chase and cut Allen. I don't know. I've never been a big Allen guy. I know that will surprise a lot of people, maybe trip Vern out, but I'll take Diggs definitely over, and Jamar Chase definitely over him for sure.
Wow. So for me, you guys, I'm gonna ride with V here. I'm taking Allen. I'm starting Allen.
Yeah.
I'm benching Chase, and I'm cutting Diggs as well. I'm gonna talk a little bit about this Titans game in just a second, but Jamar Chase could have a massive day today, but I don't know if he's gonna have as big of a day as everybody's expecting. He probably should, but we'll talk about that in just a minute. So I kind of agree. I'm gonna roll with V on this one. But I kind of agree with you, Sook, that I do think even though this Bills defense is tough, I do think this game, that Dolphins-Bills game could soar. Absolutely soar.
Yeah.
So I like that look too.
I know he always argues that with me when it's two teams that just want to get up for each other. They just when it's like elite wide receiver groups together, they want to prove what room is more successful, especially after the Dolphins coming off that huge scoring game.
Yeah, facts. Okay, so let's talk about some of our favorite plays today. As V said, he wrote about a couple of games and some props on bettingnews.com. I also put my lotto piece out there and have a touchdown score piece on Betting News, so go check it out. Peep the scribbles, bettingnews.com. Question for this here's from Vital: boost on Henry to 50 yards and a touchdown. Thoughts? I already have Beans on his rushing yards and the touchdown both individually, so I approve this message, but he always struggles against the Bengals. He always
It's probably
struggles.
better odds than just taking his touchdown, though, at this point.
Yeah, his touchdown's pretty juiced. It's probably not worth it. But his lines against the Bengals, he hasn't had 100 rushing yards in 3 seasons against Cincinnati. He always struggles in these situations, but I do like it. But all right, let me just talk about this game real fast. We'll get it out of the way, and then we'll talk about some other stuff. So Titans taking on the Bengals in Nashville today. Titans are 2.5-point underdogs at home. Joe Burrow is still very much hampered by this calf injury. If you guys watched on Monday Night Football, he did not want to move out of the pocket. He looks like a 70-year-old man back there. Because he's got a substantial calf injury. Like he doesn't have any wiggle. He doesn't have any get away. If there is a pass rusher in his face, he literally just falls down because he doesn't want to take any type of substantial contact. So that said, my favorite play in this game, and I talked about it yesterday, is Joe Burrow over 36.5 pass attempts, -130. He threw the ball 49 times on Monday Night Football. He also threw the ball 41 times the week before. As V said, which is very accurate and very true, the Titans have an incredible rushing defense, like historic. What they've done over the past 18 games has been best in NFL history, only allowing 2.9 yards per carry. But on the converse side of that, that means that their passing defense is absolutely atrocious. I think teams have just literally just said, we're just not going to run the ball. It doesn't matter. We don't have to. We're just going to throw the ball everywhere. That mixed with the fact that Joe Burrow has the fastest release in the NFL right now, partially because of injury, but also because their offensive line is not very good. He's going to throw the ball 40-plus times today. I could see him maybe throwing the ball 45 times today. As long as the Titans keep this game relatively close, which I think they do, but I don't know, then he should have to throw the ball 40-plus times. So Joe Burrow over 36.5 pass attempts, my favorite play in this game. Chef Neff did say that he does like Chase. Everybody's on Chase, and I understand. The Titans secondary is awful. Every number one receiver against the Titans has had big games. Chris Olave week 1, Keenan Allen, like you talked about, week 2, and week 3 last week, Amari Cooper. All of them went over 100 yards. All of them had touchdowns. I could see Jamar Chase having a big day. However, for me, I like T. Higgins over 57.5 receiving yards. T. Higgins is from Oak Hill, Tennessee, which is about 2 hours away from Nashville. He's probably going to have family in the building. He's probably going to have some of his aunts and uncles that he loves coming to see him play in Nashville today. Homies like to get up for these games, especially when they have a chance against a poor secondary. He always plays well against the Titans, whether it's at home or away. I think T has a chance to get in the end zone, possibly. But I like his over 57.5 receiving yards. Just a little bit of a different look. I think him and Jamar should eat today. But give me Higgins. I like Higgins, and I like Henry rushing yards. The Bengals defense is actually not very good against the run. Bottom 5 in the NFL against the run. Henry's rushing yards is 67.5, which is quite possibly the lowest I've ever seen his rushing yards. We got a sub bang. We got a sub bang.
Let's go.
We got sub bangs. We love sub bangs. And yeah, I'm playing the Titans plus 2.5. But honestly, it's more of a fan bet. I don't feel super comfortable in it. I would not suggest you guys taking it. It's more of just like this number to me feels weird. So I'm going to take it. Yeah. All right. So that's me. I'm not going to talk about this game anymore unless you guys have some thoughts on it. What do you guys think? Honestly, it could be Bengals by a million, to be honest.
I think Vsauce is muted.
As always.
There you go. I think that this Tennessee Titans team has been a team that's super, super hard for me to read. You know what I mean? They're a team that consistently wins 8 at least, if not 10 to 11 games per season, right? With Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry as their main pieces every single year. This Bengals team, Joe Burrow's lagging injuries, kind of scare me. You know what I mean? I feel like Jamar Chase has not been kind of living up to the hype outside of maybe last week, right? But now, even with the Tennessee Titans defense, even despite Jamar doing well, I could definitely see the Titans scoring some points against this Bengals team. Like, it's a short spread, very, very short spread. And I just don't think that the Bengals have kind of lived up to the hype. So I have no read on this game. I can't bet on or against the Titans. I've been burned every single time. So I'm going to just stay way off this.
Yeah, I mean, this game will be one in the trenches to me. The Titans' offensive line is bad. The Bengals' offensive line is also not great. Joe Burrow's injured. Ryan Tannehill could get injured the way that they're protecting him right now. This game's going to be one on how the offensive lines take care of both of these defensive lines. If both of them have decent plans to where the defensive lines do not wreck the game for either team, that will probably be the winning recipe for both of these teams. So, yeah, I agree with you on that one. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about V. I'll let you talk about what your favorite play is today, brother, and then we'll cook something up here.
Man, so I already talked about Keenan Allen. I won't bore you guys with him anymore, but he is,
Thank you.
I think, my favorite play. Oh, sick enough.
I was going to say you can because I love Keenan, but we have some Keenan hate on this show.
Honestly, now I might, but no. I'm going to talk about this is kind of a weird play. You might not like taking a Bears receiving prop seems kind of stupid, right? It does. I get it. I wrote about this. You can go read more about it, but this game is really intriguing to me. This Bears-Broncos game. The Broncos have been historically bad. We saw last week giving up 70 points. The Bears offense has not gotten it together at all. And everyone's blaming Fields. Everyone's blaming the coaching and the play calling and all that stuff. But this defense has been terrible too, right? They had no answer for Casey. They put up 41 points and it didn't even look like they were scoring touchdowns. Like, it just looked so effortless. Like they were just doing whatever they wanted to do. Same thing against the Bucs team, who really struggled to move the ball against Philly. And we know Philly's defense has not been, outside of their defensive line, as elite as in past years, right? So I just think that this defense on both sides has been so bad. We saw the Broncos give up a 21-3 lead against the Commanders, right? Losing 35-32. This Broncos team has given up 205 points in the last 2 weeks, right? I love this over, and I think books are respecting it too. They got it at 47 now. It's moved up from 46.5. It was tied for the second highest total on the board all day today, right? Like, it's the Bears Broncos as the second highest total on the day, right? What does that tell you? It means Vegas thinks points are going to be scored And if points are going to be scored, the ball's going to be moving downfield. The thing with Justin Fields all season is he's been sacked repeatedly. He's the second most sacked quarterback outside of Sam Howell, who's been sacked 16 times. Fields has been sacked 13 times, right? Sam Howell is also behind the worst offensive line in football. They were ranked 27th preseason. I think they've shown that they're quite easily the worst, right? The Broncos have 4 sacks as a team all year. All 4 came in week 2 against the Commanders. They have not had a sack. They do not put pressure on the QB, which makes me like this even more. Fields has seen nothing but pressure. He's been seeing pressure on his face. He's been put on the ground repeatedly. I think if he gets a little more time in the pocket and the Bears' commitment to the pass game tells me that he's going to see the attempts. Last week, he only attempted 22 passes, which was like fewest on the season. He's seen about 28, 29 per game in the first 2 weeks. I think he continues to pass. We saw DJ Moore with 105 yards in week 2. I think it's the same kind of game here. High scoring against this Broncos team, and Surtain or whoever's in that secondary, it doesn't matter. If you can't pressure the QB, there's too much time. A DB cannot hold a receiver for like 20 seconds, right? You got to get to the QB to help your DBs out and help out that defense. If Fields has all the time in the world, he's going to pick them apart. Anybody would, right? Any NFL level QB would. So give me DJ. I think it's a low number. And I think he could have upwards of maybe 60, 75 today.
I looked at Chef. Do you have a comment on this one? Because I know that this is your squad.
Yeah. I mean, with how FanDuel works, you can do the alt over probably at like 53 for plus 200.
Yeah. I like this. I honestly looked at this or I spelled Shepherd's wrong. Sorry. L mods. That is Shepherd's Pie, Paul, down in the corner. We have a Chef T cooking appearance. I looked at this DJ Moore. I also looked at Cortland Sutton on both sides here because your analysis was accurate. Both of these guys should eat today. I like both of these gentlemen. And this over feels incredibly sus. I watched a video of Justin Fields in the pocket, and like it was one of those breakdowns of film, and he's just not seeing the field right now, man. The guy's just not seeing his reads correctly. He's not reading the game. There's multiple plays where it looks like that he's had to bail because he's getting pressured, but he's actually just not seeing where the ball needs to go. And then as a quarterback in the NFL, especially the current NFL, most plays are designed to, if you do not get the ball where it needs to go, you're probably fucked and you probably are going to have to run, right? But the alternative to that is that if you look at the read and it's open, you got to throw the ball. And most of the time he's either looking at the read and not making the throw because he doesn't trust it, or he's not looking at the correct read and then he's fucked and then he gets sacked or he has to bail. It's very interesting to watch his progression or lack of progression at this point. But like you said, this Broncos defense is bad, and the Bears defense is also not very good. So I like this. I like DJ Moore a lot. I could see that ladder being an option that we talk about in just a second when we do a lotto. Him or Sutton, either one. But did you have another play that you wanted to talk about, or you want to move forward?
Honestly, that's about it. That over is something that I'm kind of also intrigued by. I really do. Hovey talked about Josh Jacobs. He was my other favorite play to get in the end zone today. I just think he's incredibly due. First 3 weeks last season, we saw the same kind of thing. Didn't get a lot of carries, right? But then come week 4, he saw 28 carries, saw 144 yards, 2 touchdowns. Over the next 2 weeks, scored 3 touchdowns at almost 300 yards. I think it was like 294 yards over the 2 weeks and almost 40 carries. So this offense is kind of finding itself, especially with the now rookie QB coming in. It's not even, I think, Brian Hoyer they're starting. It's the other guy. I think that Josh Jacobs probably sees a hefty workload. And as bad as the Chargers defense has been, like it would be crazy to think that they're not going to give up points, right? So as long as Josh Jacobs gets close to the end zone, which I think he should, I love the odds. It was at -106 when I grabbed it. Josh Jacobs to score a touchdown.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I just want to bring this up from Chef Neff in the chat. Pittman receptions, great bet. Love this bet. Thought about taking it myself, but over 5.5 was -145, and I couldn't pay the juice man on that one. But I love this bet. This is a really good bet. He's had 11 and 12 targets in the first 3 weeks of the season, and 8 catches in all 3 games, and 9 last week. But been awesome. Yep, been laddered up to 8. That's the way to do it, Chef Neff. He should get plenty of targets today with Richardson coming back. I just want to bring my banner up. These are all my bets I have today. There you guys go. I wasn't lying. Legit 10 units. Zeke, rushing yards. Henry, rushing yards. Thielen, receptions. Swift, rushing yards. Burrow, attempts. T. Higgins, rushing yards. Henry, touchdown. Hurts, touchdown. Thielen, touchdown. Bing, bong, bang.
Thielen touchdown and Thielen receptions. I'm right there with you. That's just Undu's play that I will promote as my own. You pair that into a little parlay. He's playing his former team. It's a nice little bet.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's the just stolen Gerald bang, right?
Yeah. I just sucked it out of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That was weird.
You big sucker. Nice. Yeah, I mean it's gotten to the point where it's so public because all of these guys have been talking. I mean, FanDuel posted it. Fucking, you know, we talked about it yesterday, but I like Thielen a lot. He's been great. He's had 7 and 11 catches in the last 2 weeks of the season. He's got almost 20 target or like over 20 targets in both games. In both of those games combined. Sorry. I mean, it feels like a nice situation for him. Over 4.5 was a little juice, but I went ahead and
he
grabbed
is
it.
definitely the rookie QB safety blanket where the
Absolutely.
targets are up there. Even if he drops a few, he's still gonna get there. Even if he gets to 4, you still know you did a good bet. Yeah, G Sundu right there. Yeah, plus 800.
Gerald for the bang. Thielen is actually in my lotto. I took him to have 9 catches. Or 8. Sorry, no, 8 catches. Sorry. I love Thielen today. All right, gents, let's cook a lotto. We got 31 minutes until Scott Hansen's on the screen saying we have 7 hours of commercial-free football.
Yo, I will say, sorry,
Gerald, shut up.
Before we move on, I was watching I think it was one of those Barstool podcasts, right? And you know the guy that does it with KFC, but the one that like sits up opposite of KFC. He was talking about Red Zone, and he's like, I can't do it, man. He's like, it's just too much. And all I could think about was Sook talking about how he.
When I first got into football again after years, so I was really into football in high school. Actually, giant Bengals fan. Ocho Cinco, Carson Palmer, but when I got back into football, Red Zone was a thing. And these guys just told me, yo, on Sunday, you toss on Red Zone, you enjoy football. And I just texted them. I was like, this is football cocaine. Like, I have no idea what's going on. There's a one play for 2 yards, and then next thing I know, I'm in the red zone watching a touchdown. Then I'm watching a field goal. Then I'm watching a touchdown. Then I'm watching a field goal. And before I know it, that 6-pack of beer is done, and I'm looking to order food, and it's the witching hour, and I'm just panicking, and I just want Red Zone to be over, and it just gets too much.
I literally thought Sook was a crazy person when he said this to me. I thought he was nuts. And then I heard this guy talking about it, and I was like, oh my God, it's not. Like, people go through this.
When you actually think about it, like, how many motherfuckers do not make it to the 6 o'clock game? Did they not, not even make it to the 2 o'clock games?
Oh my God.
I mean, it's designed for people that either have fantasy stake in lots of different games, or people who are betting on the games, or people that just eat, sleep, and breathe football.
Yeah.
But it is like nonstop, commercial free, touchdown.
Somebody was saying, it was Big Cat. He was saying, he's like sitting on the couch and watching 48 hours straight of football, like including college football Saturday into Sunday, and then going all the way into Monday. He's like, that takes more out of you than playing in one game over the weekend.
Correct. It's harder sitting and watching rather than playing the game.
That's exactly what he said.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Did you guys see the interview with George Kittle where he talked about, I can't remember who it was with. He was like, they were asking what it's like to like recovery weeks. Like, what do you do when you have to recover? And he was like, I literally am in a car accident every week, and I have to get ready to play the following week. Like, he gave that analogy. That's the first time I've heard an NFL athlete, like describe it so understandably to someone who doesn't play football. It's crazy to think about.
Especially for someone like me that like was a big fan and then came out of it and came back in. One of the biggest things for me was tight ends blocking, and just seeing that again. I'm like, oh, dude, you're supposed to block and then turn around and run your route. Like, bless your heart.
Yeah,
Bro, if you
dude.
watch the Kelsey's like Amazon special that they have, like it's about Jason Kelsey, right? And like his season last season, really good watch. But in it, you can see like he's talking about it. He's like every time he goes up, you never watch these offensive linemen, these defensive linemen, but every single snap they go head to head, bang before they go up, bang,
Sumo.
bang,
Yep.
bang, again and again. It's fucked up.
It's crazy. Do you guys know who Taylor Lewan is? I'm sure.
Yeah.
For busting with the boys. Used to be a Tennessee Titans left tackle. Have you seen him recently?
Yeah,
So
I think
Taylor Lewan was
fit.
obviously he's a left tackle. He was 6'7", like 300 pounds. Now he's like 225. Like
Yoked.
he's dropped a fuck ton of weight because he's not playing left tackle anymore. He doesn't have to bounce against dudes every day. So now he can just be a normal, not 300-pound dude and just be yoked and 225.
Another example, Big Dave, book it, right? He used to play defensive tackle, or was it offensive tackle? I can't remember. But he was playing on the line, and like he was a big guy. Now look at him, fucking guy, so fit.
Yeah, it's.
Right.
When they leave the NFL, that's what happens. All right, gents, let's cook a lotto. Let's find the winners out there. Drop your favorite ladder in the chat. Drop your favorite guy to score a touchdown that's a little bit more juiced. See where we want to jump off here. Now, I already have Beans in the Thielen hunt. We can skip Thielen for this. If you guys want to write it, I'm down because just Undo's on it. And that I do like that play as well. But we can also move to something else if you guys want to. It's up to you.
I am down to chase the dragon with Thielen a little bit. Just
are you cooking a lotto right now, or
yeah, I cooked the lotto.
Let's do the lotto.
All right, let's do that.
Okay, so are we gonna do Thielen receptions or yards?
Let's just do the receptions. Let's hope on the safety blanket.
7 plus?
7 plus receptions?
7.
What
mine's 4.5. 7
mine's
is plus 192 on BetUS is what I was looking at. 8 plus is like plus 300, I think.
Ooh, let's take the 7 then. Start there if it's a lotto, but we gotta.
I think DJ Moore 75 plus could be a little spicy.
I will say I love the DJ Moore. Those are 2 0-3 teams. Those are 2 teams that are just desperate to prove that something works in their organizations. Both are coming off coaching problems. Both are coming off player personnel problems. I do like the DJ Moore play more than the Thielen, maybe more. What do you guys think?
Wait, hang on. What do we got here? Oh my God, we have a Shaggy Bang. Chef, I'm gonna bring the. Hang on, I'm bringing the. What's up, Circus Swim Boy?
What's up, dudes?
Feed me the parlay.
Bozo pack today. Eagles, Vikings, Chargers money line plus 126.
Oh,
Vikings.
Don't overthink it.
What about your Chiefs?
Squares are grubbing in Vegas. Chiefs are definitely covering the 8. Automatic.
He's got his Chiefs jersey on. Let's go.
He's got his jersey on. Where are you at right now?
Westgate. Superbook.
Let's go, baby.
Sick book.
Oh, yeah.
Insane, dude. All right, gents. I got to run.
All right.
Catch you later.
Cash all your bets, brother. Let's go.
Awesome. All right. Bozo pack.
Bozo
you know what I was thinking, SPJ? I was like, what if we constructed our own surgical 6? Could we not pick 6 teams?
To win.
Six teams to win?
Just to win.
Just to win?
We can do it. We have 3 starters right there. What did he say? Eagles, Chargers, and what was the other one?
Eagles, Chargers, and Vikings. They're all pretty decent. Like, I'm down to take those 3 legs, but let's find some. Let's see if we can find some more value.
I'm fully down for that.
Right?
Fully down. That'll be fun to sweat those out.
Okay, so we've got Eagles, Chargers, Eagles, Vikings. Chargers, Vikings. So let's throw the Chiefs in there. Chiefs are winning.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Let's take the Chiefs.
Winning. Chiefs are winning. So we got the Chiefs. That's 4.
So that's 4. Yeah.
We can't just. Are we just gonna pick all favorites?
No,
we have to pick.
What about the Bears?
I was trying. I don't know if the Bears, but I was thinking like we try to get it to like at least like plus 1,000. So all of this juice might not get us there, but we can.
We've got 4 right now. What is it? What are the odds on it? Do we know?
So I'm cooking it. It's Chiefs, Vikings. What else was it? Sorry.
Chiefs, Vikings,
Vikings, Eagles. Sorry. Yeah.
Eagles,
So, what about the Chargers?
Chargers. Yep,
And then who was the other team that we said? Was that it?
that was it.
Like,
Yeah,
those
that
are
was
the
it.
4, yeah.
Okay, so that's only
Was it-
plus 207.
Yeah, we could get 2 more in there. What are we thinking?
You said it's only plus 207.
Yeah, so I think we need to introduce a little less juice into this. I do like the Colts. I do like the Colts to win.
Against the Rams. I mean, yeah.
I do like the Colts. I also like the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys get the job done today.
Who are the Cowboys playing?
The Patriots.
Yeah.
Oh, the Pats. Patty literally just said throw the Pats and the Bengals in there.
What if we did the Broncos over? That gets us there.
I was gonna say the over. Just do the over.
So we got Chiefs, Vikings, Eagles, Chargers, Colts, and the over.
The over. Oh, that's the one that gives you the value, but that's the scariest one.
It is. It's the one that gives you the value. But the Colts are also even money.
Even money too.
Even money.
Yeah.
All right.
So we got 2 decent value legs, then a bunch of juice. But like Chargers should not lose.
We could also just do the Rams Colts over instead of picking a side there. We could do 2 overs.
We could, yes. So the reason I'm interested in fading the Rams today is just because of Alaric Jackson. They're all starting at left tackle. He's out, and when he went out last week, like there's a rookie that came in to fill in the spot. Like he was going through hell. They gave up 6 sacks last week. That's the only reason the Bengals won is the Rams could not move the ball downfield. Puka had 7 catches on just I think 12 targets, which was his lowest in the season. And then 100%, like when I went back and watched a lot of the film, it's because Stafford was in hell with that offensive line just dropping the ball. He had his lowest passing attempts, 33. Doesn't seem low, but it's the lowest he's had all season. And it's because he couldn't get the ball off. They had to punt repeatedly from their own end because he was just on the ground.
Yeah.
And this Colts, sorry to interrupt, this Colts defensive line also second in sacks on the year so far. They've been just kind of eating up offensive lines. So that's why I'm leaning that way. I just don't know.
The Rams are also on a short week because they played on Monday night, so there's that as well.
Oh,
so
fuck.
So this is plus 1,075.
Okay. So we got Colts, Bears over, Chiefs, Eagles, Vikings, and then what was the Chargers? Chargers, right?
Chargers.
I like that. I'm gonna book that as soon as we get out of here.
Fuck
I like that a lot. That's our own little our Griddy-Iron gang 6 geyser for the plus 1,000. Let's
hope it slaps like the anytime tutties from week 1. Gotta recapture the magic.
I'm actually gonna book this one too instead of not being able to book the last one. Okay. All right, chaps. So let's go back to the lotto. That was nice. Let's do. All right. So that's we'll get that on the screen in just a second. Let's do a lotto. So we already had 2 legs. We had the we had Thielen receptions 7+, and then we have DJ Moore for. You guys are both sitting so still. I literally was like, "Are they frozen?" You guys are both.
Honestly, I'm having a hard time not watching Chef, and I really feel like this needs to be a mainstay for Sunday morning Griddy-Iron gang. We just got Chef in the corner.
Whenever Chef has time to make the shepherd's pie, he is welcome, and this will be a semi-normal appearance. We got a question in the chat. What are your favorite props? Real fast, V. What's your favorite prop today?
Keenan Allen. Over receiving yards, yeah.
Okay. Sook?
I'll take the Thielen receptions, the regular line.
And then for me, these are all of my favorite plays. 7,000 million of them. But I think my absolute favorite is probably Swift over 67.5 rushing yards. I think that's my favorite. Okay, so let's cook the rest of the also thank you, W new follower. Hello. Welcome to the show. We appreciate you hanging out with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have fun. Okay, and then you're getting some from the chat too. That's how we roll. All right, so we got Thielen 7+ receptions. We got DJ Moore. How many? What was it? 70+ V?
DJ Moore 70+, 75+. Down for both.
Okay. Okay, let's do that. What do you guys think about laddering Swift to 100?
I could be tricked.
Be convinced.
200, eh? I like it. Honestly, fuck it.
I mean, he should have he's going to get ample amount of carries to do that. Like, why not? Yes. Yes, I can, Chef, to answer your question. Indeed. Okay, so let's do. Wait, you guys want to do? We don't have to do Swift. It was just a suggestion. How about this? Instead, what about Zeke?
Oh man, I am so.
His line is 27.5, and he had 80 yards last week on 16 carries. You don't think he's going to get 15 plus carries again, and you don't think he's going to have at least 50 yards?
I just need a Pats fan to come in here and like disillusion me. Like it's
I
always
mean-
you don't know who they're gonna use every week. It's always scary.
It's true. It's
V,
very
what do
true.
you think?
Man, what misses me out is that the report that came out on Zeke is that he's gonna see starter type carries. Like, when the fuck has Bill Belichick ever given anybody heads up news on what the hell he's gonna do that week? Why is this report coming out? Why is the line so low? Why has it not budged? The only odds that have shifted are on touchdown, which kind of makes sense because the books don't have to, like, there is no under half a touchdown line. So they're not really having to like shift their losses. They can do whatever the fuck they want with touchdown lines, right? But the line for his yardage has not shifted. Why? He's gonna see starter type carries. Is he really a starter over Ramondre Stevens? Is that true in this age? Exactly.
Not clear.
That's what I'm saying. So like it's an entire suspect situation. But like SPJ, he's also a guy that can just bust out for 45 yards on one run, right? So I don't know.
I don't know. We can stay off it. We don't have to put it in here. I was just this 27.5 is so enticing. It might just be me getting duped here. But like,
Jail's actually the Pats fan Sook was asking for right here. So
don't bet past running backs. Pats fan.
Yeah, like Ramondre had 19 rushing attempts last week. Like Ezekiel may have had the yardage, but the duty back is still Stevenson. Like he's still the one getting a lot of the touches.
The duty back.
Oh, the duty, sir, duty.
The heavy duty back.
The heavy duty.
That line is crazy. It is. It's crazy. All right, let's not put it in here. Let's not fuck around with it. But how about Swift? Do we feel good about Swift? 100 plus against the Commanders.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll listen to V. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. So we got Swift 100 plus, DJ Moore 75 plus receiving yards, Thielen 7 plus receptions. We need one more. One more from the chat. One more from you guys. What do you guys think? Anything else that's really? What about Keenan Allen? V, you want to ride with the Allen machine? 100 plus.
100 plus. I feel like we could, but the odds are not going to be similar to what the thing is. It's only 15 yards above his line.
We got a Waddle 80 plus in the chat.
Waddle 80 plus. He's just come back. 70 to be safe. I don't hate that.
I mean, that.
I love betting wide receiver twos because I just feel like sometimes when the matchup is just so hyped, you just know that route is going to be covered, but the other guy is going to be open. It's like they over game plan for Tyreek, and Waddle could break.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On that same ilk, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about my T. Higgins play against the Titans?
I like that too, honestly.
Yeah,
I
could get down with T. Higgins. I could really get down with T. Higgins against this Titans defense.
Receptions or receiving yards? I mean, like, because you just said it perfectly. It was about a different game, and the point still stands for Hill versus Waddle. But it's the same thing with Jamar Chase versus T. Higgins, right?
Yeah.
So what do we think about? We could do Higgins like 70 plus. We probably don't even have to go that high. 75 maybe.
V, you got those numbers?
I could do 75. Oh yeah. Do you have it on? Are you pulling it up on Bovada right now, SPJ, or do I'm going to pull it up here because I have different lines on 365.
I'm going to do it on BetUS, but I'll do it when we get off of here.
Yeah.
So we have. Let me see what it is actually. 75. I can't pull it up. I'll do it when we get out of here. But I like the 75 plus for T. Higgins.
All right. Fuck it. Let's do T. Higgins then.
You guys into it? Let's rock.
I'm into it.
All right. So we got T. Higgins. We got DeAndre Swift. We've got Thielen. And what was the last leg? I just forgot. Oh, DJ Moore. DJ Moore. 75 plus. That's very cheeky. I like that. Nice and easy.
All right. I do like that
Boys
as
and
well.
girls. I always say that though. That's just my job in this situation.
I mean, we're not gonna press the buttons and be like, "Oh, we're fucking stupid."
I hate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate bettors that bet like that. Like, if you don't, like, you shouldn't like the bets that you place. Like, bro, what are we talking about here? All right, boys and girls, it's been fun today. We've had some fun on the Griddy-Iron gang. Thanks so much for stopping by for Sunday. We've got 12 minutes to get your bets in, so be sure to go check out bettingnews.com if you have any extra last-minute bets that you want to place. We appreciate you guys kicking it with us today for the Griddy-Iron gang. Go follow Vsauce on the Twitter machine at Vsauce with 3 A's. Go follow Jess Sook at Jess Sook. Go follow Chef T if you want to get more of this cooking content down there. Look at that, man. Oh, my God.
Look at that simmer. Look at that.
And go follow me at Sweatpants Jesus. We appreciate you guys hanging with us for the Griddy-Iron gang. If you're listening to the podcast version of this episode, if you're listening on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, Twitter, wherever you're watching us, we appreciate the follow. We appreciate the thumbs up. Show us some love. And we will be back with you guys tomorrow to talk all about Monday Night Football. Shaggy will be back from Vegas, so the Shag will be back. NZ will be joining us as well. We will have a Monday Night Football session. Chef, real quick, unmute yourself. Thank you so much for stopping by, brother. We appreciate it. Thanks for the cooking love.
Thanks, boys. Best of luck. Let's get it after it.
Indeed. Oh, listen to that. Just let's get some ASMR to finish this out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Oh baby.
I'll post a finished product photo online.
We need some shepherd's pie. Baby. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys kicking it with us. Gentlemen, any last words for these beautiful people?
Enjoy your Sundays, because we waited a long time for this.
Yeah.
Waited all off season. Hey, Drew Holiday's a Celtic, boys. Ha.
Oh, don't remind me. Oh my God, you just ruined my Sunday.
Suck.
Have a
You
good
shut your whore mouth right now. Everybody have a good Sunday.
Kick-ass Sunday. Hope all your bets smack. See you on the next one. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the down in the now I know we all be loving this shit right here. Rolling. What you gonna do? Rolling. What you gonna do? Down in the rolling. What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit. What you know about